Alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually look at my phone now, just in case.
I think the same thing.
Okay. Okay. I love that. Oh, so much. Okay.
Beautiful. Is this thing working? She said in her boomer voice.
Hey! Yeah, it is.
There we
Heck
go.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, that took a lot, but it's working now, and that's all that matters.
Fakes. Hard fakes. Hello, everybody. Hello, how it be? How it be?
Hello.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I got someone here. Isn't that crazy? Oh, look. Oh, with the Red Bull hat, too. Oh, yeah. Because, you know, they're cool like that.
Oh my god. This is so adorable. I love it.
You got, like well, my Irish twin says, you always gotta have Red Bull hats when drawing.
You know, I have never heard that saying in my entire life. You truly learn something new every day.
No, it's just something we started because someone said we needed bread in my bakery scene, and I said, okay.
Wow, you started it all by yourself. Are you an influencer?
Hey bosses, they said it, I just did it.
You're the one sharing it to the people.
Yep.
Well, we have 2 brain cells combined, so this is way off the time, at least in PST, and slowly now in CST too, that we said we would do this, but it's okay.
That's fine.
It's just life sometimes.
I mean, that's my catchphrase. Hey, I'm your host, God Dupe. Consistently inconsistent while trying to be consistent. You guys knew what you were getting into.
We love to hear it. Well, Mickey BB, what do you feel like drawing today?
Let me think. I haven't in a hot minute. I have not drawn an anime character, like a food item that was turned into an anime character, like if it had its own personality persona.
Well, that needs to change. We need to up that date to today.
I'm down if you want.
Girl, let's do it.
Okay, you can pick what food we do.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick. Do you know the 3-colored dango? The one where it's like it's pink and white and green? That is what I'm gonna pick.
I'm so down. I'm right there. I'm there. Oh, hey, guys! Hey, oh my gosh, my ding-a-ling-ding dogs. I forgot how loud that is. Ryu, Akio, BT. Hey, thanks, guys. Howdy. You say howdy too? Oh, country, we think alike, you know what I'm saying, from the south. Yeah.
Hi, Mankey's chat. How's it going, everyone?
Everyone says good time of day, so no worries. And that's from Argent Maid. Amazing Panda said, hey, Roo. My Lilium, my Bun said, hey. And they...
Bun?
Yeah, I called them my little Bun. I say that to all my bunnies. But they're going to become a VTuber very soon. They're doing all kinds of stuff right now, so they're going to actually debut soon, and I want to see it.
Oh, hell yeah. We love to hear it. Hi, Ro.
Yeah. Hi, Ro. How you doing? With the kid face. How's everyone doing?
Everyone's having a less mathematically challenged day than we are.
I used to math all the time and love it, and now that I graduated, it all fell out and I filled it with other stuff.
There's only so much room in our brains that we can make do.
I'm just saying, you know, I can't fit it all. I got a limit.
Well, yes, the 3-colored dango is what I am going to pick for this challenge.
I love that. I'm I'm gonna do it. Well, actually, hold on. I need to do that first and keep that in mind. I need to do my switches.
I want to make this button on my head like hop or something. I'm trying so desperately hard. Love it. We're starting with the pink.
Yeah, I'm thinking some like pinky blue, maybe. I don't know. I kind of want to make it shiny, but like only with a hint of like the blue, but more pink. And then got our green going.
I support it. Monkey, does that little monkey next to you, does that little guy have a name?
Yeah, their name is just plain Minx.
Plain Minx. It's like an emotional support animal.
Dude, fun fact, that was actually my character before I humanized myself for a hot minute. I literally...
Oh, damn.
They used to fit in a teacup and they used to have a Cyclops eye, so they were a Cyclops monkey originally.
Wow. Insane.
And then
Eat it up.
I know, and then I liked it, but not because the nose I gave it made it look like a pig nose, and I was like, this isn't right. Something ain't right. And so I changed it. Like
you reincarnated in your beautiful human form. Back to the day indeed.
Yeah, Minx. Silly minky monkey.
What's another fact of the day? What did I learn? What is a fact that I can share that I learned over the weekend? I literally spent like most of the weekend hungover, so my brain cells have retained zero information.
Dude, that's the best.
I guess that's what all weekend. Yeah, that's what all weekends are for, right?
Man, yeah. I've been doing it right now if I could. Tell you what.
Dude, amen. Monday who? Don't know her.
Couldn't be me.
Oh, actually, I have a good fun fact, actually. I just watched this from a YouTube short, but Mickey, do you know why a surgeon or a nurse's scrub is blue?
Oh. I don't actually.
Okay, so it's blue because when a surgeon is like, you know, doing his schmigadoo and working with his scalpels on our exposed organs and stuff, he's always seeing, like, they're always seeing a lot of like reds and pinks, right?
True, true.
So if they don't look around and like see a different color, like blue or green, that's like opposite of the color wheel, then their eyes won't be as sensitive. So they won't be able to do their surgery schmigadoons as neatly as they're supposed to.
So you're saying if they wore anything other than blue, peeps are gonna die. I could die.
Yeah, we could all die.
I just thought it's because they wanted to color code them, just like other surgeons and doctors, you know, because some of them are like their scrubs are green. So I know,
thought... isn't it crazy? There's, you know, elements of art everywhere.
Man, what's funny is I actually went to the specialist today.
Oh, you did? Are you okay, baby?
Yeah, I was having all kinds of stuff while being on this leave of absence, and then today my doctor, my new specialist that I got to meet, was like, so you're not gonna die necessarily. I was like, cool. They're like, but this thing you have, it could fix itself and regulate itself, or you're gonna live with it for the rest of your life. And I was like, that's a low blow. Fastest appointment ever, though, because they said this is it. Like, they weren't like, we're not sure, let's do some tests. They did like 2 tests and they're like, found it, and then they're like, you're done. And I was like, cool. And then I got to leave in like 10 minutes. I was like, this is the fastest thing I've ever seen. I was like,
yeah, we love it when they're able and not failing at their jobs.
Exactly. Man, I hate getting passed around from like doctor to doctor, specialist to specialist. Like, oh my goodness.
Dude, oh my god, I know. And the American medical care system, no thank you. Jewel is now followed by Ro. Thank you, Ro. I'm glad to have you. Well, I hope you don't die. I will be very sad, and so will be all your monkeys. So please, you know, Maybe if we could just try to stay alive, that might be a fun thing for all of us.
Man, I've been trying to stay alive for a hot minute.
Really, no promises, huh? That's just the mood we're in.
I mean, I'm lucky I'm like got this far.
Mickey, are you did you draw your own model, by the way?
I did.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Thank you. My art has improved dramatically.
I think, hey, that's the beauty of working on your craft for as long as you can or whenever you want to.
Yeah, but your craft is like way more detailed than mine. Like, holy crap.
Baby, are you a painting? Because I'd like to pin you against my wall.
I saw what you did there.
Hey, your sketch is already... Yes, no one else, no one else.
Oh, do you like drawing your lines all in the same layers, or do you like doing them separately so you can move them around a lot easier and then merge them at the end for your line art? Like, or the sketch, I mean.
Oh, good question. For the sketch, I'm really hodgepodge, so I just kind of throw everything on together. But for the line art, I would usually do everything on one layer except the hair. And I put the hair on a different layer, because that's the one I think where I have the most trouble.
I feel that.
I need to be able to move the hair.
I'm so bad about making a million layers for everything, because I'm always like afraid and like looking at things going, but what if? And I always say that all the time, like, do I like that? Do I not like that? And I'm like, oh gosh. And I always like try to undo everything. But then everyone in my chat always goes, you didn't name anything. And I was like, but do we have to? And they're like, yes. And I'm like, fine. I was like,
You can go into a a name generator and make it some fun names, you know. The left boob can be Miriam and the right boob can be Alacaster. Those are my fun names of the day.
Okay, well, hold on. That's it.
There we have it, fam.
Alacaster, what was the other one you said?
Miriam.
Yeah. I'm not gonna name anything else. I'm gonna leave them as layer 3, layer 1, but just the left and right boob. They will have the privilege of being named.
See, this way they're special. No, they're not like the other girls.
Boobs for the
You
win.
may say they're a pick-me boob.
I love that. I'm gonna die at some point.
Seriously.
They're a pick-me boob.
I mean, relatable. I bet both mines are pick-me boobs too.
I know mine are like, please pick me.
Please, please, ooh, pick me. Did you get to have lunch yet? Or dinner? Depending on what time it is, since clearly I am not capable of doing that.
Me neither. It's 3 p.m. where I'm at right now, and I
Nice.
did not yet. I've been snacking on Funyuns.
Funyuns. Okay,
I haven't had them in forever.
So we love some snackings. Let's do a top 3 favorite snacks. Would you say Funyuns is one of them?
I'd say Funyuns is definitely one of them. Like, when I want to, like, splurge, or, like, if I want to pick an expensive chippy, I always choose the Funyuns.
Nice. Give me 2 more. Give me 2 more.
So, I love Great Value brand for some reason, and the original brand of chicken and a biscuit.
Oh, I have never heard of it. Hold on, I'm Googling it right now.
Dude, it's pretty good. I live for it.
Chicken and a biscuit. Oh wow, really? Good for you. These look like healthy snacks.
Oh no, those are all the sodium you can get. They're just extra tasty, I promise. They're not as healthy as you would think.
I see. Wow, they're so unassuming though.
Yeah, they are.
You think those are your other top 2, or is there another one?
Let me think. What is a popular snack I like to get all the time? Because I'm thinking of a million chips at the same time. I'm like, no, we gotta choose one now.
I know, I'm really closing my eyes and envisioning myself walking through the aisles of Trader Joe's.
As you should. I've never been at Trader Joe's, actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
Dr. Gianni, there he pulls sometimes. Sometimes he pulls through, sometimes he does not. Boobas are good, but Rio prefers boys. Ooh. Hey, boys have boobas too.
Yeah, they, dude.
We
yeah,
don't
they
discriminate.
do. Have you
against
seen
male
how
and
strong they get and swole?
Wait, here, while you're thinking of your third snack, I have to tell this mini tangent story. So I was on one of my cousins had a baby recently, and it's like one or like one and another month old. It's like very young, can like barely walk. And when they're putting them to when my cousin is putting the baby to sleep, she's like, oh, if I breastfeed it, it'll go to sleep in like a minute. But if my husband has to do it, he just has to like hug her for like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes until she falls asleep.
What?
So I was like, oh, did you try like having your husband like quote unquote breastfeed the baby? Just like, I don't know, put his nipple in her mouth. And she was like, yes, I did try that. But the baby doesn't like it. She just slaps away my husband. So yeah, they know. They know what's up.
They know what the deal is. They know the 411.
Yes, I know my BF has boobs. Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy your desires and wants and needs are dancing in the supreme air.
Oh crap, that scared the crap out of me. Dingling. What happened? Exile DX Wolf. Shalom. How you doing? Welcome to the Banunu team. I appreciate.
Hi, Wolfie.
I pat you on the heads. Give you all the wuffins and the fluffins.
We heard that. All the wuffins and the fluffins.
Gotta have them all.
How are you, Wolfie? How's your day? Good to see you. We were really scuffing it up earlier, so I'm glad we could make this happen.
Yeah, me too, man. I love getting to like meet people, hang out, like talk all kinds of stuff, make stuff.
For real. Well, Mickey, when you're back in, you know, your regular groove, around what time are you gonna be streaming? Do you know?
Oh gosh, you know. So I work as a barista.
Oh my god, really? The dream.
Mm-hmm. It actually was my dream for a hot minute, and then when I was young, I wasn't good enough to be working for this
Boo!
company. I know. And then funny enough, I did graphic design and worked for Office Depot and made all of their graphic design stuff work and promotional.
Oh my god, graphic design is her passion.
It really was. And then I used to make UPS's stuff for a hot minute and was building a graphics team and print shop for each location. And then I didn't like the owner because apparently UPSs are like privately owned individually, so not all of them are under like a company. It's really an independent person who can just buy them and run them.
No way, I didn't know that.
It's not a good thing. That manager was garbage and like
garbaggio.
Mm-hmm. It was so bad that they like were having me train someone to kind of replace me, but they also were learning, and so I was teaching them how to do graphic design at the same time. So I was like, this isn't it. But also they were so cool with me that they're like, you're getting replaced. I said, oh, I know. It's because I caught the owner drinking and abusing his privileges. And I'm running a store by myself.
Say it like it is. Say it like it is. Fucking expose that kind of bullshit.
Man, I totally did. It got even worse though because like later the actual people who like check on the people who buy these said things and whatnot, like they came to do a store check and they're like, oh hey you X name, how's the store going? I'm like, oh, it's going good. It's going good, right? And then they're like, oh, we got your email. I was like, oh, good. And then 5 minutes later, the real owner comes in. And I went, I'm not really the owner. And they're like, "What?"
Wow.
Oh yeah, they got in so much trouble. I was living for it. I was like, that's right, you piece of garbage, take that. And then I knew they were gonna definitely after that try to fire me. So before they could, I applied right next door to the shop of the where the baristas be. And I was like, yes,
What?
please. And then I
Oh
managed
my
to
god, you
get
manifested.
yeah, and then and what's funny is I was going to the coffee shop right next door for literally however long I was doing the UPS. So the manager and stuff like that for that barista place already knew me as like a reoccurring person and customer and whatever. And so they were like, "Yeah, I can give you a job." And I went, "Sick." And so I went in and I quit and I managed to get my team to quit. So they had to
Nice.
get all new people. So they were by themselves. And that means they had to work 72 hours a week by themselves running that store. And I was like,
You,
get wrecked.
dude, you single-handedly brought up a revolution. I'm so
Man,
proud of you.
that person deserved it. Like, golly, they just, oof. They were,
Sounds like it.
that was not a good time.
So
But,
annoying when people get high on power like that.
and not even like do what's like best for them either too, because it's like, jeez, it's like, why don't you just, if you don't want a UPS, then don't. And they were using like daddy's money, so they really thought they were privileged. So I was like, you could do other things with your daddy's money.
LOL. That's true. If I had that kind of daddy money, a UPS would definitely not be the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, and I was just looking at it, and I was just like looking at them, and I was like, are they stupid? I was like straight up, I was just like, I don't get it.
Straight up. UPS and FedEx are both like that. Huh, I did not know that. They just feel like such like government responsible beings to
You
me.
would
Like in my head, they're
think.
like ran by the government.
Yeah, you would think so, like, because when I found that out, because when I got hired, I was like, this is different, but is it bad different? And for some locations, it's not too bad. But, like, for that location, no, it was the worst. And I was just like, not a fan. And so I was
Man.
like, never again.
And now you have your dream job.
Well, used to be.
I see. I see.
Yeah, like, I like being a barista. I love what I do. The barista locate the cafe itself, the brand. Not digging
I got
how
you.
they expect so much from us.
Really?
And corporate just kind of doesn't get it, and they're always like, well, you can do all this in a day. And then they've never once worked a single shift or anything like that, or at least been at a location team.
LOL, of course. They're just sitting in their cubicles, typing away.
Exactly. Or they're just like eyeballing stores or locations and just trying to like gauge what is acceptable in their eyes, even though they're not the ones having to physically do it. And so it's like, it's just not it's not great. So I used to love it, but then I also get sick at a drop of a hat, and like literally everything wants to like have me dead. And so I also have been written up multiple times already for being sick, so it's not great. And getting an accommodation for work or trying to like get it to where I won't get in trouble as often is not even a thing.
So not okay, man.
Yeah, basically.
Well, so sorry that's happening.
It's
Do you
okay.
get some free coffee at least?
Yes, while I work, I get free coffee, and then I get some food that I can like use if I use my like my little stamps a
Oh,
day or something like that.
you have like a limited number of stamps of day you can use and stuff.
Yeah, throughout the wiki. And so
I
that's what I
see.
do.
I see how it works. You know what? I hope you drink as many cups of coffee as possible. Granted, you are still healthy them.
Fun
Just
fact, I
to
can't have caffeine. anymore for a hot minute. So like when I got hired, I love what they have decaf wise and everything, but from the get-go, ever since I was 17, I had stress attacks on my heart. And then I was actually passing out at work last year, and we couldn't tell if it was heat stroke or stress or all kinds of stuff, but it ended up being I have a heart murmur. I didn't know about either after having the stress attacks and damaging like almost my heart. So I haven't had caffeine in like a hot minute. So I like do like teas, or I make like caffeine like free stuff, or I try to do their decaf espresso, the lowest thing you can, and water it down so much, and then that's what I'll occasionally like drink, and like so it's mostly sugar. It's all sugar.
I got you. I see. Wow. A barista who can't drink coffee. I feel like that could be the name of like a visual novel or like a shoujo anime or something. And it's gonna be about like, you know, the trials and tribulations you face as a person who work at a cafe but can't drink caffeine.
That'd be hilarious. I would go broke trying to see that.
Fuck, I would watch that. And you can have your meet cutes there. It'll be like a random customer who floats in one day. And he or she or they also can't have caffeine, and then you bond over that. I love it. I see it already.
That would be so cute.
Let's get on this shit.
I know, like, hit me up.
Hit us up indeed.
I have some weird voices. I can make this work.
Voice acting talent right over here.
I don't know if it's talent, but it's definitely something.
I'm gonna call it talent. I am putting down my iron fist, and I'm calling it talent.
Dude, that happened today. It was so funny. Everyone was like, I said it, and so it shall be done. And like they were saying that with me, Wolfie, and Diabolical Boo. So it was like I got a notification, and I was like looking at it, and I was like, oh, what's happening now? What's happening here? And then they're like, what if these three made a collab? And I went, oh, I see what they're doing there. Immediately I was like, and then everyone was like, oh, it's out there. You have to do it now. And I was like, well, I'm not necessarily opposed. I'm always down to do something or hang out. And then Wolfie and Diabolical Boo were also like, well, the people are speaking. And I was like, they have spoken. And I was like, and there's nothing we can do about it. And they're like, so it's happening. I was like, I mean, if you want to do it, I'm gonna do it. We could do it.
The people have spoken. You gotta give the fans what they want.
So that might happen? Question mark. I have no idea.
How exciting! What kind of stuff would you want to stream with that, with that cohort?
Well, I know that Diabolical Boo right now is doing because they just had their debut Saturday, so they were streaming them playing Subnautica, and that's their actual worst fear is the water.
Oh shit!
But that's a single player game, so I feel like whatever we do, I would try to like relieve them of their stress, but like put them in a new stress.
So you'll be like playing some serene music in the background, doing some peaceful music karaoke, all that good stuff.
That'd be kind of cool.
That's like such a fear factor moment when you do the literal thing that you're afraid of for especially your debut stream. That's a lot of pressure on themselves.
I know, and they did really well, and it was really cute and funny, and I really liked it. And they only did it for like 40 minutes, so it was a short one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you just gotta start short and see if you even want to do it for longer.
That's true.
I don't know if I have a fear of the ocean, but I did see this TikTok of this woman who works at an aquarium, and she was telling people what to do when you saw if you ever see like a shark in the in the Great Ocean.
Oh
And
gosh.
basically, I know. Basically, they were like, "Don't try to run from it because if you swim away from a shark, you look like a hurt and weak prey." Which honestly, probably true. If it's not true at the moment, it will very soon become true as soon as that shark starts coming after you. Hi, D-Tone. I hope I said that right. Um,
Hey.
but yeah, apparently what you're supposed to do is you put your hand in between you and the shark and then gently press down on the nose and guide it away from you.
Oh yeah, you just boop the snout, or you try, or some people are crazy and they try to flip the whole shark upside down. But if I'm under the water and I see that thing and it's about to take a bite of me, and I'm like 4'8", how does one flip a shark? I don't,
Yo, and like, how does one even boop the snout? How do you have the balls to put your hand in between you and the ocean's most ferocious animal?
exactly. I
I
don't even have
did,
time to think.
hey.
My thought is it's over. It is literally over. I'm
I know
calling
I'm
it.
gonna be like, thinking back to all of my life choices and being like, damn, really wish I ate that donut that one time. Now that I'm gonna fucking die, I'm never gonna be able to eat another donut.
Not the donuts. Ooh, what's your favorite donut?
Oh, it's so hard. When I was little, I was like such a hoe for the regular Krispy Kreme donut, the glazed ones.
Me.
And this was back in the age where chivalry was not dead. So if like, a little child would be watching the donuts get made, the employees like would just give you one, and that was like my favorite thing.
Oh, I love
What do
that.
I like now? Yeah, what do I like now? I feel like I like a good chocolate, nothing like too sweet.
Okay,
So
okay.
yeah, no cream or anything stuffed, but like a regular chocolate donut. I would say that's my fave donut.
I'm a sucker. I actually like the Bavarian cream or the Boston cream.
Ooh. Wow, so I guess if we ever split a dozen donuts, we won't be fighting over who gets what.
Good, good.
I I love dark chocolate too.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Everyone's gonna hate me in the
Yeah.
chat right now and say, "What about white chocolate? What about milk chocolate?" Here's my order: dark chocolate, 80% dark chocolate, some coconut dark chocolate, and then milk chocolate, and then white chocolate. Cause screw white chocolate.
Look at that. Look at that. The
Everyone's
number of
gonna
times.
hate me.
No, I would say I agree. For me, the darker the better.
Exactly. I want to taste the souls that died to make this and burnt alive for the cacao
Exactly.
seed.
Just give me the blood. Just pour it right into my mouth.
Scrumptious.
Oh, I'm sorry your PC is crashing so much, Ro. Definitely feel that struggle.
Dude, me. That was me yesterday. Me and Hey Boss were trying to do Left 4 Dead, and before that we tried to do I Love You, Colonel Sanders, and we were going to do some funny voices, and it was free. No, would not load. It would not stream or load the stinking game. We're gonna tinker with it
Oh,
later and see if we can find it on a web browser instead and do my screen record and see if that goes a lot better because that's a missed opportunity. I made a let me go with my VTuber model. I made a KFC bucket that I named a KFP bucket. I
it
made
didn't
it.
work at all?
It did not. It crashed so hard. It literally, whatever happened after we installed it from Steam, it literally ended up crashing our Left 4 Dead when we were rage quitting on it and saying, well, we could just do a Left 4 Dead run before the night's over at least, so we have something. And it even was like lagging and crashing that whatever it was, so I like got rid of it ASAP.
Dude, boo.
I know. I was like, what is your deal? And then that's what we put in the next title because obviously that was a wasted stream. We put I hate Colonel Sanders, and I said, but here's some Left 4 Dead rage quit.
Yeah, oh my god. It's like sometimes things are so unpredictable, and even when it works during testing, it doesn't actually work when you're like live and stuff, which is so frustrating.
Right, like, cause I was doing the same thing with like Goat Simulator too, and
Hmm.
like Annex really wanted to see that, and I said I got you, and then I started to stream it, and then they were like, oof, and I went oof, and then after like almost an hour of trying to get it to like run smooth, but I still played it even though it was laggy. I was like, yeah, I was like, this is not. this is not working. This ain't it. And so I was like, I'll just mess with that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Accepting when it's your time to turn away is a sign of bravery. The same thing happened with me when I was trying to use character.ai. It's literally just a website, so I don't know why it was crashing on me so hard, but it crashed literally on like
Oh, I
every
saw
single device
that.
I owned.
Yeah, because you were doing it for almost half an hour and it just wouldn't open.
It would not. It was literally so annoying. It crashed on my laptop, it crashed on my iPad, it crashed on my phone. I'm like, okay. The AI does not want to be exposed.
Which
Doing
that's the
this shit on
whole point, is to be known, silly AI.
Oh
It
my
didn't get the
god.
memo.
Let's be real. There's no avoiding it, so better to accept your fate when you still can.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're just saying indeed.
Oh, by the way,
Cutie.
I was gonna ask, are you drawing as well?
I am drawing as well. What an unfortunate situation that again we had more tech difficulties, but I will share right after we are done.
Yes, please.
Jill, you earn my respect and support. Oh my god, you just made my day. Thank you so much.
That's right. Give all the lovings. Jewel deserves it.
Ah, my heart. It's so full of happiness and joy. Now there's a sentence I haven't said in a very long time.
Man, me, like, during this leave of absence, like, oh my golly, it was, like, so bad. I was like, is it over? And then, like, finally when I was, like, doing all this stream stuff, I was, like, really happy because I was actually having fun, even if I was still, like, recovering. And now I'm sad because I have to go back to my crappy normal life and, and also try to fit in this wonderful life. So I'm like, garbage. I'm just like, I mean, like,
Well, baby, we are always gonna be here. And I am always here if you ever want to hop on the call and chat. So at least there is that.
oh, hecky. Say
Heck
less.
yeah, indeed. And I hope you get to use that lovely KFC asset that you made because it would be a grand waste not to.
Man, I hope so. That's a new trend, is just putting things on my head after the bread bucket. Like, Hey Boss was like, what if you started just putting everything on your head every, like, game stream? And I was like, okay. so now we try to, like, do that.
I love it. You are an influencer. You're just making it happen.
I hope everyone starts doing that every once in a while. That'd be hilarious.
Okay, I will start doing it whenever I feel like if I'm ever like craving a food or something, I'll just put it on my head and pretend like I can eat it after the stream.
Yes, yes.
Honestly, I feel like I crave way too much food at all times still, so my head is probably gonna be way too heavy for me to handle.
Dude, same. Like, last night, I was, like, trying not to, like, be hungry. But, like, literally, I saw my fiance, like, say, oh, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed finally because I have work tomorrow and you have a doctor's appointment. I said, okay. And I was like, so can I have? And they're like, no. And I was like, I'm hungry. And they're like, no, you don't need to eat. And I was like, hungry. And he's like, no. And I was like, give me the cereal.
Wow, you do have a lot of voices. I just heard like 3 just now. Damn, girl. I support it. Also, the midnight hunger pangs, like those are not something that you can control. Okay, you just gotta let Jesus take the wheel.
The Jeebus. Yeah.
Sometimes they'll drive it to where we want it. Other times it will hardcore not be the way we want it. But say la vie, say la vie.
Everyone, if you see me going to this part of the canvas, don't worry about it. I actually have a thing to where I can't draw eyes. So this is the first, I'm doing something on my comfort zone. So I never draw characters, bodies, and everything first. I always start off with the face and eyes, and then I just start building the body around it. So
Me too. Me too.
But in order to fix this, or like to achieve the eyes, I can't do it on the face right here, because if I do, it's not going to be proportioned right. So I have to go off to a blank side over here, and I have to make the eyes separately and then drag it into the face.
Interesting. I see what you're doing there. Would you say, do you really like Clip Studio? How long have you used it?
So I used to be licensed to teach Adobe.
Ooh, oh yes, for your graphic design talents.
I did, yeah. So I had it for 8 years, and then this past year is when I had to get it, because again, it wasn't beneficial to pay it all the time, and people that I met over the years constantly talk about it, and I was like, well, maybe I just need to just Clip Studio, but I don't want to change programs. Photoshop is life. And then I saw the crisp lines in Clip Studio, and I was like, that's a myth. And I was like, it has to just be they're that good at like steady hand. And then no, it's a smoother like that you can add and like adapt your brushes. And I was like, and an aliasing stabilization whatever crap. And I was like, this can't be real. And so I like got it, and I realized that you don't have to keep paying for a subscription on it unless you're apparently on tablet, which is weird and stupid.
What? That is so weird.
I know, because
so
they don't charge the phone. They don't. It's just tablet. A friend of mine said. And I was like, that's stupid. They use a tablet so for that. And I was like, I'd punch babies.
Amen. You don't even need to ask me twice.
I'd be punching everything. I'd be like, come on, man. But I got it, and then I started drawing with it, and I was like, this is crazy. Immediately, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, this can't be real.
You joined the cool people club.
Dude, yeah, I did. Like, because after this, I was like, well, screw this. I'm going to have, my Photoshop, and you can also do photo editing in Clip Studio. Because I also am was a photographer and did my last photographing thing before I said I'm not going to do it for all I meant. Because I'd also edit them, and I was like, I'm not going to edit 700 photos ever again in a row. So,
yikes. Yeah, that sounds like a lot.
It definitely was. I'm still not done. I still am doing it even this year. It was from last year. It was my sister's wedding. That was my wedding present to them. But I'm still doing it even to today because, yeah.
That is one big wedding present. Wow.
I took the photos and I'm editing them. I dig my grave.
I would not be able to do that for literally fucking anybody I know, but good for you. You're a better woman than I am. Alex is here and clear and screen. Hi, Alex. Nice to meet you.
Alex, my husband, wife.
I love how much energy there is to your entrance message.
Thank you. I like how you greet people though in your chat too. The way you do it, like you build up hype in like such the coolest way.
Isn't that right? Wow. So happy to hear that.
Who's ringing the doorbell?
Oh my god, is it an axe murderer?
Our front door doesn't work. I have a lot of problems with my roommates actually. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, ain't that fun?
It's not. I hate them. Hold on. Who's at the door?
Wow, I guess
it better be important.
Mickey and I have a lot of things in common, just like
Naruto.
Just like our roomie John's issues. And the people ringing the doorbell, and most likely them being some axe murderers in which my dog will 100% act up. Usually people are always it'll just be like the FedEx guy or someone, totally harmless, and then my dogs will just go berserk. But I always keep them around because they're so cute. I can't say no to them, but for Minky and Minky's chat's sake, I did have to put them in their little area today. It's for everyone's benefit. I did not want to blow out your eardrums. Well, Joel, why are you cute? Real, why are you cute? Well, Minky's chat is just full of bright, positive energy. I love the type of people she attracts. what a testament to her and her type of humor and content. I do hope her doorbell ringing isn't anything serious though. I feel like whenever I'm alone and someone rings the doorbell, I'm like, that can never be a good thing. I'm not cute. Ooh, Rosa tsundere, guys. Tsundere.
Climbing back in my chair. There we go.
Welcome back.
There's people trying to sell me solar panels, but joke's on them. We already have solar panels, and they said where, and I said, and they're like, wait, you have them in the back. I said, yeah, where you can't see them, so you can't try to sell me things I already have. Joke's on you.
Oh my god! They didn't even do their research. Probably. Shake my head.
Well, they tried to see it on Google Maps, and I was like, they're not going to necessarily show every view part of the house necessarily.
I see. Or hopefully they don't.
I mean, if they do, they're gonna be really shocked through a window if they see me. I'm just gonna be half naked in my robe, and I'm just gonna be like crunched in a chair, eating Funyuns.
Oh my god, they're gonna be like, we found our test subject number 832. Keep a close eye. We can never lose her again.
Or you could let me be sad and Funyun in peace. No, I'm just kidding.
I love the headdress that you've put on our dangle character, babe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I thought if I did a normal hairstyle, it'd be cute, but I also was like, but what if we bund all the way?
Yeah, there's so much character. Okay, enjoy your coffee, Ro.
Get that coffee, get it.
I already had my morning coffee of the day, but I want more.
So tell me, what's your coffee? And you make it?
I do make it. Well, it depends on the day, because I'm like not that much of a coffee snob. Like I literally drink instant coffee sometimes. Actually, a lot of times.
Me.
But I do have a little Nespresso machine that I use when I feel like being fancy.
Dude, that's heck fancy. They'd be expensive.
They are expensive, and like the capsules themselves are expensive too. So, you know, again, these are for days when I feel like being fancy. Still better than, you know, paying fucking $7 at a cafe for a regular latte.
No, that. And then like literally wasting it every single day. Like,
isn't it insane?
And there's so many people do it. Like, not saying that that's a bad thing. If that's your thing, or if that's like your little happy moment of the day and it's your routine, you get that. You enjoy that. I'm just saying, I'm a sad, broke bitch that can't afford that. But you do it on my behalf.
Seriously, let us live vicariously through you.
Yes, please. I'm just like over here, like, even though says the one who works at a coffee shop. It's fine.
Do a lot of people come visit you and, you know, ask for free coffee?
Funny enough, no. But then again, I am the person at my job that if I see people like touching their cups that aren't theirs or trying to steal like mobile orders or like
people do that?
Try to scam out of coffee? Yeah, they do. And I'm the person to say don't. But like when I do it, I don't like think, which is something I had to work on and still depending on the situation, I have to work on it because I won't hesitate. I'll just see a kid and be like, don't. I'll say it. Like I'm not like, oh please don't do that. I'm like, drop it.
Wow.
Like, it bothers me. Like I hate when, and like we have a lot of like different age groups like working there, and I don't want them to have to deal with the customers all the time or like have to tell people that, especially if they're like awkward or they're afraid they're gonna retaliate. And it's like I'll bite their ankles off even if I'm not at their level. I'm gonna make sure they know I'm getting there. And it was like feisty.
Minky mommy, we love to hear it.
Man, I I really do have mommy vibes when I get angry. It was so funny. I was like, when I was doing the Hangout and the stream with Crunchy on the Minecrafts, I was telling them about why I had to add chat rules now that I didn't have then and regretted it. And in the middle of me explaining those types of people and how they were being, someone was telling me to shut the fuck up and to answer their question about joining in our game to play with us. And that was one of the main reasons why I had to leave for a bit and take a vacay, because there were like people being that way, or people who were just giving me their information and trying to find out who I was in real life and wanting to get to know me on a personal level. And I was like not even at like 20 followers at that time, and I was like, this is crazy. And so, wow, and then that guy just proved my point. So I was like, I turned on mommy mode so fast and said, you're going to be made out as an example. I was like, and you're banned. You're done. And I was like going off. And then Crunchy was like, not in her house. I was like, not in my house.
Ooh, tell him like it is. That is frightening that that's happened to you, like, especially so early on in your, streaming career.
I know, because I was like telling Crunchy and my other Cutie, my husband wife, Annex, the same thing, and they're like, this is just crazy that this is happening right now instead of like later. I was like, I know, it makes me kind of scared. Makes me spoop-a-dooped.
I'm glad you handled it really well, though. I feel like, they could have definitely gave in under pressure, but it sounded like you did not, and you laid down the rules like you needed to, and sometimes that's what we need.
And I was also trying to make sure that they weren't going to go to Crunchy either, because we're streaming at the same time together. And so I was like, if they violate their chat box, I was like, I'm going to go ham. I was like, I'm going to freaking unleash the beast if they touch my dear Crunchy.
You're gonna unleash the giantest beast that you can ever do.
I'm gonna be the Kraken. I'm gonna swallow them whole. That jar of dirt isn't gonna do jack for Captain Jack Sparrow. I'm there.
They ain't never seen Kraken like this before. Well, I'm glad it is dealt with and over with, hopefully.
Oh yeah, no, like I haven't heard anything yet other than them spamming my Xbox. Jokes on them. I don't answer my Xbox chat. I'm really bad about it, so jokes on them.
Oh yeah, jokes on them indeed.
Oh, that was another thing. I had to also like, Hey Boss is my Irish twin, right? And so I stream with them. They don't actually have their own stuff or necessarily, or not sure if they want to take that creative path of being a content creator. And so, like, no joke, last year too, another reason why we have really specific rules that mention Hey Boss is because people had the audacity to try to use or talk to Hey Boss and find their personal social anything to get to me. And so I would answer their questions.
Yikes!
That. And I was like, so that's why I feel bad, because every time I see my chat rules now, I'm like, this is lawn. And I keep going, but it's needed. I said, because people just cannot learn to read them or to be bothered or to respect those said decisions. I was like, and it has to. It needs it.
Yeah. I mean, if you didn't, in a perfect world, you wouldn't have needed as long of a chat rules, but we do not live in a perfect world, so alas, what can we do?
Cry.
It's gotta make people read instead.
Toot.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to be mindful about protecting your info and stuff like that, and then you hear cautionary tales like that, it like kind of whoops you into shape, or at least me into shape.
That, man, like, I felt so bad too, because it wasn't just that. The events that me and Hey Boss were hosting at that time was we wanted to hang out with our viewers and play games, and like create servers where everyone can join. But the bad news is the stuff we wanted to do initially involved everyone having to be friends on Xbox. So we were having to forcefully add people to host these events, and then that also meant that the viewers had to also add each other to play certain games. And so I was like, I don't want to do this. We're just gonna quit doing this. I'm not gonna make anyone do anything. I don't want that. And then so I felt bad for the other viewers that were behaving too, because they were like, having to like add the ones that were being stupid, and I was like, this is just not even.
I see. Wow, so many different struggles too, when you're just trying to make a fun space for everyone.
I know.
Well, hopefully that is all behind you.
Oh, for sure. I'm like, no.
And it's so nice that you stream with your twin. That is like a level of closeness that I can't even imagine.
Man, I enjoy a lot, and I'm really glad that I have them, cause they're like they complete me in like areas
Aww.
that I miss. Like and that's because I wanted to stream and do stuff like this for a hot minute, and I was like by myself because I've been doing this for like almost 5 years now, going on 5 years.
Wow,
but
amazing.
Like, well, not amazing. I would constantly quit and start, so I never got seen or anything because I wasn't consistent. But also, I constantly have my health stuff, so I would constantly have to like pause. But I wasn't talking a whole lot at the time because I didn't have good equipment, so I was just drawing mostly. But when I started talking and having like a mic, I was just by myself at 0 views, and I was just talking to myself, and I was like, I don't even know what I'm saying is relevant, funny, or even anything that anyone wants to hear or likes. And so I was like, well, what if they think I sound stupid? And then like Hey Boss was like, I exist, right? And I have nothing going on half the time. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, you could just talk to me. I don't actually do anything, but I can talk about random things, including K-pop fan stuff. And I was like, alright. And then that's what happened. And then I would ask them what they wanted me to make or draw, and then Digitober happened, which is digital version of Ink October. And so we decided to like try to turn teas into like if they were human, like anime characters and stuff like that, like we are here, except it was with tea flavors. Never finished it. I never finish anything.
I mean, there are just too many, teas in the world.
That, and I couldn't be bothered. I was like, I'm lucky enough to keep a semi-schedule going. I was like, and trying to do every day where I post on the day for October is nope. But I got some, so it's fine.
Yeah, the last time I did Inktober was literally like, oh my god, like 2019 or something like that.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's hard to get back into like doing traditional stuff after you've gone digital,
Oh, 110%.
But yeah, that's such a heartwarming story. So they helped you on your, on your initial days, and that daunting 0 viewer status, I guess.
Yeah, and I made them a moderator immediately too, because I was like, it'd be funny to give you like power. And then they're like, yeah. And then ever since then, how they greet people during my chat was they'd always put knives in the chat and be like, I might stab you. And then they'd be like, nah, get in here. And then they'd actually greet them with hearts and stuff like that, or say the welcome back.
Oh, so cute!
The emoji in here, the cheese, is actually stinky cheese that you see in our streams. We actually turned it into Hey Boss's mascot. Because they use the emoji so much.
I got you. Wait, are you a big K-pop fan? Or just them?
They're really big on it. I don't mind it. I used to be like into like SS501, and I used to love Big Bang growing up.
Oh, you love the OGs.
I better believe it.
You like K-pop before the BTS and the 17 and the EXOs came around.
Yeah, I was on it. I love that so much. Or Shiny. I used to like Shiny.
Oof, yes. Honestly, like, Taemin has had such a glow up that I don't even recognize him anymore, but I feel like he's everyone's little brother at heart.
Dude, like, that is actually Hey Boss's favorite person and K-pop artist. Like, they have 6 jumbo, like, 24x36 posters of Taemin. That is their love of the life. Yeah. That's amazing. Their bae.
Well, tell them that Criminal is one of my favorite songs in the world ever to exist, and that they have very excellent music taste.
On it, starts melee texting. Say
How the fuck
less.
did I end up eating an avocado instead of a coffee? Hey, you know what? Sometimes your body desperately craves the smooth embrace of an avocado.
I can't say the same for me. What's funny is every time my older sister, because I have two sisters, and like my older sister, every time they have avocado or about to make guacamole, I'd like look at it and they'd be like, "Do you want some?" And I'd be like, "Yeah." And then they'd be like, "Here you go," and I'd like eat it and be like, "Yeah, not digging it." And they're like, "Then don't eat it." And I'd be like, "Eh," and I'd just stick the whole thing in my mouth and eat it anyway. And they're like, "Why you like this?" And I was like, "What?"
I mean, that is the question we continue to ask ourselves, or at least I do. Why am I like this?
Man, me and Heba say that all the time lately this week. That's the one thing we've been repeating quite often this week is, why are you like this? Why are we like this? How'd we get here?
We're just fucking born this way, you know? What can we do?
I did the same thing with cucumbers, and then like had to actually eat cucumbers for part of my like diet I had to go on, like,
Ah.
and like it was really weird and crazy. And now I actually like cucumbers.
Yeah, I like cucumbers too. Well, I think it needs to be at like a specific crunch level, I guess. Like I really hate it with mayo, but I love it with like some soy sauce and spicy chili oil and sesame seeds and things like that.
I just like with ranch. That caught me on for a loop.
I've never tried it with ranch. I will have to give that a
I
try.
haven't tried it the spicy way.
I know I'm like addicted to spicy food, which is probably not good for my gut health, but you love what you love.
Man, me every time I want to eat something fatty, doesn't have a gallbladder anymore, it's fine. Throws up bile, I still want to eat it.
Seriously,
Give me
and
that steak.
it's just so like, when you're for me it's like whenever I get stressed out, I crave spicy food so much. So I guess it's like a partially mental thing too.
Right? Because every time I do the same thing with sushi, because I love spicy mayo and eel sauce
Me too.
to death. And I love it with like shrimp tempura rolls. Oh, yes.
A woman of good taste, I see.
Grandminds think alike. I see you. You and me get the sushi anytime.
For real. I like love raw sushi. Um, although the other week I went to this like popular like sushi chain in my neighborhood and they get like rave reviews and they actually have two different like branches. They have like a fancy one and they have like a slightly less fancy one. And yeah, there are like maybe like 10, 12 locations all over LA, which is like insane to me.
Dang.
But I finally went because it was Dine LA where there's like a week and a bunch of restaurants around LA participate and they have like a set menu for like a slightly cheaper price and yeah, all that good stuff.
Oh, I love that, like happy hour sushi.
Yeah, and then I went and the line was like long but like not insane, just like expected of a hot LA restaurant. But the issue was I got there and I started eating my sushi and the rice was like so warm. It was like literally about to cook my fish and I was like, what's happening?
Ew.
I thought you were supposed to be this like amazing, popular, famous restaurant.
Oh, I
So
saw
yeah.
that in your stream. Yeah, because you're like, why is it warm? You deadpan, and I saw your character like immediately mid sentence just closed its mouth really fast, and you just paused and you breathed and you went, I don't like that.
Yeah, it ain't the way that it should be done. Maybe they just panicked because too many people were coming into their restaurant. They were like, we're not ready for popularity today.
And you said they were usually okay, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, or supposedly they are. And I think it's because, you know, I guess when you're under pressure to turn around people super fast, then you can't wait for that rice to cool.
Quality control. Sad day.
Mickey, I think we need to put sushi plates on our heads next time that we do this.
I'm on it. Are you gonna make it or am I gonna make it?
We'll let some Serenity take us be.
I got you. And then we both make it. And then
Hell
we
yeah.
have all the plates on our head.
Oh, it can be like a revolving sushi place where they just stack the plates on top of each other.
I love that.
What a look. What an aesthetic.
On the download, does everyone hate drawing hands as much as I do?
It is a difficult feat to achieve for sure. I think for me it depends on what the hand looks like.
My hand and my arm don't look right, and I'm trying to like right as I'm like looking at it like this isn't right.
Trying to make it work. Story of my life.
I'm trying
I think
to
I usually try to look at my own hand and like, you know, model it like that. Which works out sometimes and does not other times.
wait,
Obviously works out better when I'm drawing a girl hand.
wait, how do I hand like that? Is that the thumb question? Wait a second. I need to erase that. That doesn't look right.
I like how you angled it though, like that slight part where you can only see a few of the fingers and the rest goes in front of the palm. I think that's really cute.
I just wish I could tell what I'm looking at, kind of, though. Because some of these, they're just... Like, these three up top, right? These look good. But, like, this one and the thumb, that's where I get lost in translation. I'm like, what am I looking at?
Oh my god, they're the ugly ducklings of this hand painting
They really
stage.
are.
They'll just have to step it up and prove themselves to you, babe.
I need to step up and prove to myself. I can't even... Gosh, fingy.
It's
Nope.
Education and food and diapers are expensive nowadays. We can't raise all the children. Only the ones that prove themselves.
That's true, that's true.
Wouldn't I just be a great mom? Seriously though, like spending all that time with my cousin and her 1-year-old yesterday, I was like, Jesus, this is insanity. Why would anyone do this to themselves? Just like screaming children and like having to take care of it all the time, and it can't even poop. Like they were feeding the baby prune juice because it was yeah, I guess because it was constipated, and I was like, wow, this little small child is truly getting the princess treatment right now.
I don't know about that. I mean, if I couldn't use the bathroom and I was like relying on someone else to make sure that it happens, I'd be pretty agitated. As that baby.
Yeah, she was the definition of agitated. I know, just cannot deal. I just need them to all grow up in like nanoseconds and speak in complete sentences to me.
I feel that. I feel that hard. I like... Correction. I try to like children. But...
Good for you!
It's just... I don't know. Especially after Phasmophobia. I tried to play Phasmophobia for the first time this week.
Nice.
It was not nice. I played by myself, and I don't do well when it comes to stuff by myself with those types of games. Like I can play Silent Hill, all the stuff that I love, right? Can't do Phasmophobia where something's listening to my voice and literally about to murder me if I talk and say things that make me feel better about those said situations. So I'm just in sheer panic. And like, I was like... Yeah, wigging out, and no joke, I died immediately. No biggie. And then, like go to the same house because obviously I didn't unlock another map. And then no joke, it was within the same family and the same last name. So I was like, okay, let's see what we're doing here. Maybe they'll be a little bit nicer to me. And it was it had to be a kid or a teenager. I tell you what, because like, I told I'm trying to say it right. ACs. AZEAS. They're another streamer and stuff, and I like had people help me get the game because I have no money, obviously, because of leave of absence. But I had someone help me get the game so I could actually play with them and do Hangout or stream with them if they wanted this week.
Nice.
And no joke, I was like playing it, and I told them a ghost child, no joke, managed to somehow break or lock the door in a part of the house, not the front door, a room, and I could not leave.
Oh!
And they went, that's not a thing unless they updated Phasmophobia, which they maybe, but I don't think. And I went, so you're saying I'm cursed inside the game and outside the game is what I'm hearing. Because I was like, because I know what I saw, and I streamed it. It happened. It was the worst.
Isn't that a comforting thought?
I was screaming every 5 minutes the words, you little shit. And I said, I'm glad you died. And I said, if I saw you in real life right now, I probably would drop kick you in a heartbeat. I was so angry at that kid.
Hey, and no one would blame you. How could they?
It was like so bad. Like it lasted a hot second. I was like, I need to find this kid right now. And then like later I was trying to take its picture and I was like, yeah, not gonna get me. And then literally I saw it like take a cup and like throw it on the couch and I was like, this really is a child. Holy crap. And then they picked it up and I said, don't do that. And they picked it up and they threw it again on a pillow and I was like, this really is a kid. What am I dealing with? I was like, what is this game?
That's like so trippy.
It like, was.
It really makes you like rethink like what is going on like such a fundamental level.
I was wigging out so hard. I was like, I'm gonna die again. Just like I died with the last ghost. I was like, I'm gonna leave and guess this ghost and call it. And I was like, and I made even worse money because the first time I died, I only made $5. And then after this one, I guessed wrong but didn't die, but I made $2. And I was like, I suck.
You know what? 2 is better than 0, let's just say. 2 is better than 0.
What do you got? Oh, I got about 350.
Liking children could never be me. Yep. Alex, we're gonna get along just fine. We're gonna get along just fine.
The only... Oh, go ahead.
I think I used to like children more when I was like a kid myself. And then now that I'm all grown up, I'm like, wow, I was probably a little shit just like them.
That's actually what I was about to say.
See, we're in the same wavelength. Look at us go.
Oh yeah, it was so cool.
Great minds think alike. That's all I need to say.
Yeah, we do. The only child that I accept in my world is I have a reborn baby. That is the only child that I'm okay with.
You have a what baby?
A reborn baby.
What's a reborn baby?
So for people who can't have children like me, because of like hereditary issues and stuff, there are people who design and actually make custom life real babies, like silicone or out of vinyl, and you can squish their face, or you can actually dress them like real babies and they're weighted correctly and everything like that. And some actually have pacifiers you can put in their mouth, or some of them you can actually like give baths and stuff like that.
Oh, how interesting! I had never known.
So yeah, I got me a reborn baby because I can't have real baby, and it helps with people with anxiety or like older people with Alzheimer's and stuff like that when they want to like have that nurturing moment, and it does like help people when they are having like losing memories and stuff like that, they can still like have that affection, including if they're like children or no longer with them and stuff like that, and they're old themselves, you know, stuff like that.
I got you. Wow, it serves so many different purposes. Well, learn something new every day. I am Le Bebe. Yes, in my heart and soul, I'm like, I'll just, go to my day job and I'll use up all my intelligence and adult soundingness, and then I come back home and I'm like, beep beep booba.
Every time I come home, like, I'm always sounding so stupid the moment I get home. Like, I'll, like, walk in and be like, oh, yes, oh, thank you. Especially at work, oh, yes, oh, thank you, uh-huh. Gets home, and where are the snacks? And I'm, like, grabbing stuff, and I'm like, munches.
Literally say, I'm like, stop. What was it say? Yeah, that. Yeah, yep. We all good. When I see a baby, I suffer from the impulse of wanting to jerk. Hey, it's like cute aggression working in a whole entirely new way. Alas, what can we do?
Some kids start it. I'm telling you what. Some kids, like, I was telling Annex the other time we were talking, there was like an actual kid, like some kids would come up to me and like be like, let's play, and I'd look down at them, but I'm not like any like much taller than them, and I'd be like, I'm not a kid, and I like fully dressed and like have like a really cute tight outfit on or something like that. I'd look at them and they'd be like, play, and I'd be like, no, or they like kick me in the shin, I'd be like, you're the reason why you get knocked over, or this is why later after you kick people in the shins you fall on your face and no one comes to help you.
That is so insane.
Kids want to go.
Wow, that's how interesting. I feel like who raised these kids and went like, yes, definitely go run up to strangers and ask them to play. Like, definitely not how I behaved as a child.
Yeah, me neither. I'm pretty sure parents are just lazy now, depending on who they are, because like, yeah, they like pop in a tablet or something in the kid's face and call it a day, and then they're like, oh yeah and it's like, okay, sure.
They're just like, you do you, babe. Cute literal babe.
Not saying that if you were a tablet baby, like if you guys were tablet babies, I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to offend you, but I also am like, go do some stuff, please.
Dude, I'm like way too old to have been a tablet baby, but I understand the sentiment.
Insane.
One time I was at a restaurant that had a giant aquarium, and this little kid, like a very small girl, was standing in front of it, and she was like tapping the aquarium and like trying to like, move the fish from one end to the other, like she thought it was a giant iPad screen or something. And then I think her dad had to eventually take her away, but I was like, wow. Kids these days, their heads literally function like that, huh?
That makes me sad for them, because then it's like you have the question of, have they ever been anywhere else at least once, like a school field trip, anything? Like anything
that'll get them some realness.
Hi, Fufu Yumi, how you doing? Thank you, D-Tone. Thank you for the banana follows. I appreciate.
How you doing?
Oh man,
how you doing?
I love saying that from friends. I love that so hard.
How you doing? Who's your favorite Friends character?
Oh, obviously Joey.
Nice. That explains why that explains why the how you doing is a heart favorite of yours.
It cracks me up every time. I love the episode where he's like trying to talk to the girl from the other complex, like across the street from him, and she obviously can't hear. So he's like trying to hand gesture like excessively. He's like, "How you?" And he goes, "I'm doing." And she actually understood him for some reason. And then she went, like, signaled with her finger, like, come over. And he went, I worked, oh god. And he's, like, trying to count floors to figure
What
out
a
where
queen.
they are. I know.
Wow, dude, Joey truly was like the comic relief in so many episodes, even though it was literally a comedy show.
My favorite character. Like, holy crap. They slapped. They make me so happy.
Yeah, Joey and Phoebe were like the two characters who, didn't get together with each other, and I always appreciated that.
That! I loved that they didn't do that. Like, they got to, like, be separate things. I still makes me crazy. Man, that makes me feel really old. I keep forgetting that Phoebe ends up in the season, like, marrying Paul Rudd. Young baby face Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Man,
Dude,
talk
Phoebe
about
does
glow
like
up.
so many crazy shit. Yeah, in the show. That is truly so many of her hallmark moments.
And her twin sister, who's like a dick.
Yeah, oh my god.
Playing
I don't
herself
even
while
remember what
playing
her.
herself while playing a sister self. Fat mood.
So meta.
I know.
She was meta before it was cool to be meta. Are
Oh,
you
bye.
watching anything fun nowadays?
I'm re-watching Bones that I used to watch from like 2005. I loved that show.
Nice. I've never seen it, but I've heard great things about it.
It is good. Like, if you like seeing dead bodies die in gruesome ways and watching someone who's like super logical all the time, who literally doesn't understand sarcasm, and then this really cool stud muffin of an FBI agent who's like really funny and likes to literally has a belt that says cocky on it. It's really funny. It's literally got.
You had me at stud.
Oh no, he's a stud. Already. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can. Let me look him up.
That is all you needed to say.
And he makes the really funny like jokes that like the common folk would get. It'd be like, I get it, and then Brennan's like, I don't get it. And he's like, Brennan, come on. Like exactly how he says it too. He's like supposed to be like all proper FBI agent, but like he's like so down to earth. It's great.
Because they're not a plebeian and can't understand the plebeian jokes. So.
Yeah, no, she could not. It's funny because he like starts corrupting her as the seasons like continue. There's like all kinds of
delicious.
stuff. There's like a science guy who literally is like into conspiracies, but he's also the bug guy to like tell you when the bodies die for like time of death and stuff.
A little forensic scientist.
Yeah.
Yee.
It's really cool. I love it a lot.
Your sketch is literally like so much more detailed than mine. Mine is like indecipherable.
What?
Here, I'm gonna send you a screenshot. And then I'll get to lining this bad girl. I always do my sketches in a way that literally no one except me can be able to understand what's supposed to be what. And then I like leave the sketch overnight or something if I don't have time to finish it right then and there. And then even I can't decipher what's supposed to be what.
The
struggle.
Dude, me. Every time I like.
Ooh.
Yes, he's pretty. Well, he's pretty funny. He's pretty hot.
Girl, I see what you mean. I see what you did there. I don't mind that one bit.
Man, he's so cool too. Like I just he cracks me up, and he's like, and he's also like never been married but has a kid. Like he's like not the standard like profile people would make for like such a dream guy either. He's like in his own lane. Everyone's got such different backstories and like personality and like a background you would not expect. It's like really cool and very drastically different. They even have, like, for the person who, like, makes the sketch to identify the bodies, like, looks at the skull and tries to give it a face, you know, so they could identify the people, is literally Bones' like best friend, and they call her Bones for short as nickname, but her name's Brennan. But like, she's literally just a art major who loves art and stuff like that, and they wanted their best friend to like be there and sketch dead people, and they agreed.
Nice.
Oh my gosh, the eyelashes and the gleam in the eye is so cute. Oh.
That's my little sketch.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll see what that turns into once I actually light it.
It's gonna be so cool. I'm excited about the hair too.
The giant, well, giant, but much less giant than yours. The hair clip is inspired by your sketch, so you take all the credit, babe.
What? No.
Credit goes to at Mickey Justice.
No. They're doing their own thing. They got this in the bag.
Yes. Yes is everywhere. Can't find the brush I wanted to use. Oh, here it is. In fact, I've thought about getting Clip Studio for like the longest time because, you know, it's like what so many people use, and there's so many great like brushes and different
and there are free brushes
like,
too for like the assets.
I heard.
It was so crazy. Yesterday, someone like threw notifications through Clip Studio, like, cause you get Clip Studio and then you get Clip Studio like store immediately together and it installs, and you can open the windows separately, and like.
Oh.
Someone sent me free brushes or something like that through like the what's it called? The word, you know, the little. My brain is.
Acetate.
It's like thinking about like the threads in Twitter, but we're not talking about Twitter. It's like in the. Ooh, what's the word? You know.
It comes functions like a thread.
It's like a thread, you know, like in Reddit forums. There, I got it.
Ah, you did it.
God, I just think of Reddit so hard. My brain was dying.
You know, I used to think Reddit was a porn site like so many years ago. It's just like the moment something has the word "ret" in it, I'm like, that must be a porn site. Can't be anything else.
Did you see the drama that everyone was talking about today in Twitter, and that I had to talk about today in Twitter?
No, what drama? Fill me in. I live under a rock.
Man, me too for a second until I saw Crunchy, and I was like trying to protect my gal. So there's this VTuber.
Mommy Minky.
Man, I was hardcore, and I was spamming them even before they were awake.
Nice.
Because they did a stream of Minecraft, and they were playing with Lycos and chilling.
This is the VTuber in question?
No, this is the one I was protecting.
Got it.
Both of them. So there was this VTuber, or still is this VTuber, called... Man, the crap that they did was so so forgetful that I like forgot their name. That's how garbage they were today.
Garbage.
That I'm able to forget their Stinky Winky name. Hold on, I have to like go back and look now, because Stinky Winky wanted to be garbage.
You gotta share the information.
What is that person?
Information is power.
Oh, what's their... I know the last part. I'm trying to remember the first part. Oh, what is it? Something Hedgehog.
Sonic?
No, they're Sonic's cousin, quote unquote.
Actually? LOL.
Yeah, that was their running bit.
Oh my god, I meant that as a bad joke, but they meant it for real.
They meant it for real. But there's nothing wrong with that, you know, Sonic stuff is really cool. But like, what they chose to like tarnish the name with it, not forgivable.
Unforgivable.
That, like, dude, it was bad. Like, it was so bad they insulted an actual famous VTuber to where they had to ban them in chat, and then they tried to like play the victim, and then that VTuber was not having it, so they were spreading it everywhere, so everyone was trying to talk about it. That's how bad it was. Humble the Hedgehog, they have they're the one who like had the like darker skin tone and like the short blue hair, glasses, looked cute, kawaii, and they were sending provocative and suggestive talk to other female VTubers, including ones who were doing the support chain and doing it to even Wolfie and a couple other people. And I was thinking they were going to try and do it to Crunchy, because then they started showing up in their stream and trying to self-promote themselves in their chat, and I was like, that is a no-no. I was like, and so you're taking that, and it was also another collab that Crunchy was trying to do, and I was like, this is their second big moment. I was like, this person needs to F off and like get in their own lane.
Lay low, man.
And then after that, and after I said, I'm sorry that, you know, that they said that, Crunchy was like, I wasn't even paying attention. I was too busy trying to stack blocks and try to make it to where I could walk on air. And I said, oh, you succeeded. I watched that whole thing. But I was like, good. And I said, but if you see them, because they were also following them, like I was following them because we liked the gameplay they were doing. They didn't really talk much. But now we kind of know why. So the reason why they got banned from Mochi, a popular VTuber, the actual Mochi. Yeah, that one? Okay, well, they decided to send provocative stuff to them, but also they were caught with child pornography.
Oh god, not the child pornography!
And actually managed to reveal and accidentally post it to where we all could see in the VTuber community. And I found it briefly and saw it, and I was like, this isn't real. And then everyone was tagging, and then another VTuber who's on hiatus, who's also a monkey, was like, everyone ban, report, whatever, do not follow this person. And then Coaster Wolf also said, this person has been making different aliases accounts and impersonating other people to do the things that they've been doing. So I was like, okay, so now not only do we VTubers, PNG tubers, all these content creators, not only do we have to deal with people constantly trying to sell us their graphic design work that is stolen art, but now we have to have VTubers impersonating other VTubers who's also showing child pornography and trying to find female VTubers and sexually harass them.
That's actually insane. Like, literally, I feel so bad for everyone who was exposed to that, and, like, even that energy itself.
Exactly, and I was like, this cannot be real or happening. And I was like, this is just stupid. And I was so angry. And so, yeah, I was like, and then they decided to post a post where they were thanking Crunchy and a couple other VTubers and for raids and a bunch of other stuff, right? And then talking about Mochi banning them and saying, how could they? And like throwing a fit about it. And then I said, Crunchy didn't raid you. I watched that whole stream. And then on top of that, they weren't even playing a game at the time that Crunchy was streaming either, because I wanted to look and see what that was about. And the post that they posted was them on the photo was of an older Sims game screenshot that was pixelated. And I was like, and then they were saying about playing with people, and I said, you can't play with each other on most of the Sim games, especially the new ones. They're all single player. And I was like, that's not a thing. And so I was like looking at it, because I love Sims. I have all the old ones on PlayStation 2 and then the newer ones on the console. So I was like looking at them going, that's not mathin', my guy. And
right, you had the facts.
Yeah, so I was like, are they for real? And so yeah, no joke, they were just doing that, and I was like, this is garbage. And so yeah, I was like, and then I had to like tell Twitch, and I was like, oh yeah, this person's like sending provocative messages and child porn to people. Can we like get them out of here, please?
Elon, let's go, do your job.
Like seriously, like I was so mad. I was like, can you not like let this happen, preferably, or something. Do something about it. And so
would have been real nice.
Yeah, like it would have been preferable. You know, just saying.
Kind of good thing to have. Just some foresight will be nice. Not asking for a whole lot here.
I know, like, gosh forbid us protecting ourselves, our personal info, and like identifying who's the real Slim Shady. But like,
well, I'm sorry you had to deal with that.
Well, like, I didn't have to deal with much of that. I was watching everyone else get it, and then I witnessed it, and then I was like, well, I'm gonna do what I can on my end, I guess, here, because that's not okay.
You were a witness to the crime.
I was a witness to the crime, and then I got to watch everyone post about it, and then I also got to see people and their conversations when it happened to them, and I was like, and then I already knew that they were following me and almost saying stuff in my chat, and I was like, no,
Crimes against humanity.
Dude, it really was. And that was another thing. Like, Twitter was like, so who's this happening to? I said, everybody. To all.
Click on who had reach and, who could be reached by this unfortunate state of mind. And then, they can do the math themselves. They're big boys and big girls.
They're capable.
Or we can hope, at least.
It's their job. They better be semi-capable.
FBI, open up. I see it come from them. Come on. Come on. There's faith there. I used to think it would be a really cool job to work in the FBI or the CIA or stuff like that. I, of course, do not have any qualifications to be able to do that, but, it's a nice thought.
Man,
pew pew.
If I'm in the FBI, I want to be like Boo Sealy that I just showed you, or I definitely want to be, what's his face? Mueller from X-Files.
So you already got all your research down. All you gotta do is show up and start killing it.
I don't know, because I'm kind of, aliens are scary. They're out to get you sometimes. I don't know.
If you see a UFO and an alien offers to take you in with them, would you go?
If it was Hey Boss, sure, because that's actually their model I'm making this week is an alien, so if it was them, sure. Now, if
oh my god, really?
Yeah, that's what they chose for their model, so that's what we streamed yesterday, was they're obviously not a content creator, like I said, but they're having kind of their own mini debut, kind of, so that way they have a face to the voice, so everyone can identify with Hey Boss, and they like being an alien so much that I was like, we can make this happen, and so that's what we've been doing.
That's exciting. I can't wait to see it, and it's nice that you're working on the entire model for them.
Oh yeah. It helps me get good practice in, and that way I don't have to ask people and be like, also pay me. I could just be like, when I finish it, and they're like, okay. they're like, all right. They're like, you do you. I'm like, cool. And I can just...
Are you gonna rig it and everything?
Yeah.
All by yourself?
Yeah.
Holy shit, girl! You've got some amazing horsepower there.
I don't know about that, but
you can do it all.
Ugh, only because I hate myself. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna rig this. It's gonna be fantastic. Starts the process. Why did I do this to myself?
Cries violently.
Yeah, that.
Did you self-teach?
Yeah, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos and other like really good YouTube tutorials and other VTubers that were like starting to do their own like debut, and they were showing how to do it, and I learned from all that, and I was like, I need to do this as soon as possible. And it was in the middle of my leave of absence, so I was like, I got time to learn a new thing or craft, and I've been wanting to add a face because I didn't have a webcam or nothing. It was just my voice and then the game. You could see the game. So I was like, I should add something there. And so I was like, sure.
Wow, very impressive.
That was the longest 2 days of my life.
No, for sure, I feel that. I mean, I'm working on my own model too, and I definitely want to draw it myself. I don't know if I can rig it myself, but we'll see. I will have to check out numerous YouTube videos and just try and, you know, monkey see, monkey do it.
Oh, I'll send you, remind me, and I'll send you some lists and stuff that I have.
Oh, please do. Whatever gave you the pot of knowledge that you currently have.
I'm gonna give you a lot. There's gonna be quite a few.
Hey, that's what it takes to learn a new skill, right?
Facts. All the knowledge is required.
Fucking facts. Nothing good in life comes easy.
Man, ain't that the truth, man? I just struggle busting every day. Here we go.
Every fucking day, but you know, it'll be worth it one day.
One day. Starts to cry even harder. One day.
Well, I'm switching up my drawing like as I light it. We'll see where this ends up. Do you ever do that when you're like in the middle of your finishing up a drawing and then you get a new idea and then you just have to change it?
Yes. That's actually what I did with the hands twice, and I changed the hair from the actual hair piece that I was doing. So yes, I already, yep, I'm on the same wavelength. I got you.
All the freaking time. Why can't I just commit? The commitment issues get me here too.
Take the sheet.
I saw a meme that was like, I have such bad commitment issues that I can't even trust like the unmute and or the mute and camera off buttons. And I was like, I have never related to anything more in my entire life. If I'm doing a big meeting or something and I'm like, I have camera off and just like in my bed, I'm like, you know, maybe one day this camera will just switch on and everyone will see how much of a lazy bum I am.
Man, that's always my worst fear, especially like the way I look, because I always look sick all the time. Because like, I look like, I'm usually olive toned, but like when I'm sick, I'm like pasty and I have like dark circles and like my whole body looks just nasty, like overall, like because I just look like weak and I'm like over here and I'm like so tiny and it's just like look like a gremlin child.
And people are like, dude, what happened to you? And I'm like, life, okay. Life happened to me.
I went through it, what do you mean? Are we all going through it?
And it continues happening, okay? It's just the way it is.
You're lucky I can exist at this moment. Leave me be in peace.
It's really all we can, you know, look forward to. Just trying to make it work for as long as we've got.
That.
Okay, my line art is like really scuffed, but it's sort of done. I'm gonna move on to slapping some color on there.
Yay! Man, that's the one thing I hate is like I can like do a fast sketch. Now if it's good or not is another subject, but I can draw a sketch out usually relatively fast same day. What I hate doing is the coloring because it takes forever.
I feel like, I mean, my version of coloring is basically just like literally throwing some color over a very rough outline. So, you know, just gotta let go of the perfectionism and call it done. Or else I would never finish anything in my entire life.
There are so many projects I have not finished that I keep eyeballing in my folders, or Hey Boss keeps reminding me, and they're like, you know, you were supposed to do that one thing. I was like, we don't talk about that.
Don't remind me. It's not that I forgot about it, okay? I'm willingly letting it exist in the past.
Every time I'm like streaming, I always say, it's in the list, everyone, it's in the list. And they're like, what list? I said, I also gotta make that too. It's all gonna be there. And when it is, oh boy.
Yeah, the lists in the back of our heads, right? Our imaginary lists.
Yeah, somewhere in that mind, there's a list, probably. Or definitely a sad reminder. Now, is it a loud enough reminder? No.
It's a do you gotta do kind of reminder.
Yeah. Man,
Well,
me.
we'll get reminded if we want to be reminded.
That part. The want to be reminded.
It's not up to us, okay? It's up to the brain system.
I don't choose what the brain wants. It just kind of does.
No, you got a problem with that? Take it up to the frontal cortex department.
5 minutes later, I didn't get a response. Oh, yeah, you gotta file this out and file this out, and just like all things, we'll get back to you within like a month or 2.
Yay, bureaucracy! My favorite thing.
I live for this.
What brush should I use to color?
Ooh, what brushes you got? Describe them to me.
Well, I have a lot of the. I use a lot of the basic Procreate ones because that's the program I've been using for like honestly so long now. I draw everything on my iPad at this point, and I downloaded some like Copic marker-ish ones, some watercolor ones, just some nice and fluffy vibes.
I love that. Ooh, have you ever used Copic markers in real life?
I have, like a really long time ago.
Were you any good?
No.
Me neither. I tried to do the same thing where so what happened originally was with those tea witches, right? I said I was going to do the line art digitally, print them off on my printer so that way I could use the new Copic markers I had, right? And so I was doing it, and I looked at it and I was like, this is so bad, and I can't even blend these right. And I was like, I don't even know how to Copic, and I like watched all these videos and I still couldn't Copic to the point where I said, just kidding, guys, we're doing a digital, haha, funny joke.
Dude, they're like mad hard.
Like, I don't get how people can do it. And the streaks, there was so many streaks when I did it.
Exactly. I think the streaks is like what makes the the hardness like so over the top hard. Because like I guess you gotta really plan out what exactly your streaks are gonna look like and stuff. So
yeah.
if that's not your style of drawing, well, got bad news for you, sisters. And that definitely wasn't my style, at least back then. Like I only used it when I was like a small child. Back when Copic markers were like the hottest thing to have. And like the most expensive.
They were so expensive. They're still expensive.
They are.
Like
I'm kind of glad
to $7 per marker, depending on the brand. Oh, excuse me, I'll be able to. Yeah.
Insanity. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad like people aren't as obsessed with them anymore. I mean, probably thanks to the advent of all these digital stuff. But now people don't have to feel so obligated to buy extremely expensive drawing gear that will not last them very long.
Because like, I mean, it can dry up. I mean, they can like, if you don't use them for a while, like they can actually set, apparently. I didn't know what setting was, but if you like don't give like a proper like shelf or like container for them to where they're always like tilting a certain way at the front, they can get like stuck laying up and down. I was like, what is this? And I was like, I don't like that. And I was like, and I was like, that's too much money for me to like constantly have to invest in that.
Yeah, they're like super hard to take care of, and just everything in more in the headspace than I was willing to put in / able to put in as a small little girl, just trying to draw her anime girls in her free time. So I guess truly nothing has changed. That is still me.
Man, I remember I used to draw fan art for the longest time, and like I stopped doing it because I really liked everything I was creating, and so did everyone else. But the bad news was no one gave a flying fig about my actual art style and the characters that I would make.
Yeah. When the fan art drives the engagement, it's so hard to break out of that.
Yeah, and so I was like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. And good thing I was only doing it on DeviantArt at the time. So when I was moving to all the other social media platforms, I was like, I'm only going to post my art. And later, maybe one day, I can do fan art again or something like that here and there, but that won't be the reason why people are coming now.
Nice, you reinvented yourself.
110%, yeah, because I was like, because I really wanted to do it, but again, yeah, just, and then I had an Etsy for a while, and that was another thing. People were like, fan art stickers. I was like, I'm not getting copyright strike by Etsy
Ah,
for
yeah, for sure.
Disney or for Studio like Ghibli. I'm not doing this.
The fear, the sheer fear.
Yeah, like it's scary.
It is.
I'm amazed that so
Is
many
that?
artists get away with it now. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even so, like you don't know when that iron hand will come down.
Exactly, because, like, the moment you think you're fine, they could, like, come around the corner and go, oh, you can't sell half of your storefront anymore because Disney said royalty?
That's how they get you. That's how they get you.
It still blows my mind, though. I do want to do that eventually later. Apparently, Disney let, I think what, is it Mickey Mouse? I know it's Winnie the Pooh and another character. I think it's Steamboat Mickey. They accidentally let their trademark and copyright expire so we can make Winnie the Pooh and Steamboat Mickey or Steamboat Willie stuff.
Oh my god, are you serious? They did that accidentally?
Yeah, so, and I don't know if they finally fixed that or if that's still the running thing, so technically we could.
Wow, I feel bad for whoever was, responsible for the IP management or whatever during those times. They're like never gonna swing back from that mess.
Fun fact, it was Walt himself.
Ah, I see. In that case, I think he
he set like a date because like you're supposed to do that when you trademark stuff or to renew it, but obviously he died hell of a long time ago, and he also didn't think this would probably still be a thing, as these trademarks are copyrighted or change over time to something else, and he thought everyone would just update it, and then nope, lo and behold, this.
at least it was Walt and not some little employee in the company.
Yeah, did they get fired the first time being in the company and then getting fired?
Yeah, oh my god, we truly sucked for them.
What a worst first day and last day. I love Walt Disney's creations freaking get access by the public, his own favorite creation, and the heart of soul of everyone's Eeyore jokes.
Just the absolute goal.
Just out the window, it's fine.
Okay, I think I'm just about wrapping up. Let me try and edit this a little, and then I'll share it. Keep.
Yeah, let me see it. Okay, so
yeah, I truly am the Scuff Queen.
Where's my boop-a-doop boop doodads? I'm gonna put oh, there it is.
Where's Miriam and Alcaster? Our children.
Alcaster. Dangle. Art piece. Serve. Hehe. Heck yeah.
Okay. She's done. Calling it a day. Man, I love doing random self, what's the word? Self-appointing? Self-afflicting? Whatever. Done for the self-drawings like this. No thoughts, just pretty anime girls.
It's good for our mental health.
Indeed.
It's like a nice refresher. It's like a art palette cleanser, if you will.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Dropping that in. It's so funny to see it next to the sketch I sent you because
Damn, you colored it so fast and so detailed. And I'm still in the learning process. Yes. What do you mean?
Wait, but yours is so much like it's so much cleaner, and you've drawn more of the body.
What?
And
No,
you know, just
no.
generally more thought out.
Hold on. No. Everybody, hold on. Let me add this. In big, half the screen. I need this to take half the screen. Hold on. This is like the best. Holy balls.
Oh my god. Wow, she is so nice, everybody. What the fuck? So good at compliments.
No. Dude. Don't even. You just oh, so pretty. Hold on. God dang, it's all like all cherry blossom vibes kind of too. Oh. Hold on.
Keep it coming. Keep the compliments coming. You know, this is what feeds my ego.
At least you can do proportions correctly. I had to work so hard on like body proportions, and then you're just over here just dishing it out like, just passive. Got this in the bag. Been doing it for probably as long as like, yeah. Look at this, guys.
As long as we pretend like it's. There she is.
Look at that.
There's my creation.
They just did all that. And I'm like over here trying to
My art on public display, everyone. Welcome to the Louvre.
Yours is what everyone was like looking for when they typed it in Google, and when they look at mine, I'm like the Reddit or the Wish version of what it should be.
So you're like the cool Gen Z version, and I'm like the boomer version.
Oh,
I'm the
110%.
I'm the copyrighted version.
Oh yes, without a doubt in my mind.
Because I'll just have to, you know, follow Walt's footsteps and forget to renew copyright when I die.
No, please don't. You're better than that. It's way better than that. You can't do that to yourself.
I want to see yours again. Let's see her again. Moving her over. There she is. See, they're twinning with their hairdress item.
I love that.
Beautiful.
It is so cute.
I know. I was
so
just
glad
gonna
you
give
chose
her
this.
the. I know, now this is really making me crave dango.
I've never had it. I always wanted to have it. That's why I'm so excited. I like the idea and look of it. I feel like it'd be so fluffy. So
it is so fluffy and so chewy. It's like such a comforting taste to me.
Ugh. So good.
I think I actually prefer the mitarashi one, the soy sauce one. But this 3-color one is prettier to look at and draw with, so that has been the assignment today.
Yeah, we read it, we got it, we knew the homework.
We understood the assignment.
Yeah,
we're A-list students. We're our professor's Discord kittens.
Oh, this is so pretty though. I love
I'm so glad you think so. I was originally gonna give her like, you know, like just the tank top and like normie hair, but then I was like, this kind of looks like a geisha hair updo accessory. So I last minute added the
little swirls, bun swirls.
The bun swirls, yeah, and the big swaying yukatas. Always fun to draw.
Oh, 100%. I love yukatas so much.
Right? They're fun to wear, they're cute to take pictures in, and they're fun to draw. It's a holy trinity.
Cute. Vibes. I love this so much. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Same! We definitely need to do it again, and next time you can pick the food to make it fair.
Oh. I'm gonna think. I might do a poll.
Ooh!
You're
hyping up the stakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some options, and then we'll see what everyone else decides for my choice. Oh, that's so
Well,
exciting.
I am in full support of that.
Yes, I'm gonna do it on the Twitter. Everybody hear that? You know, watch out for that tonight, and we can vote.
You heard it here first, folks.
All right.
Thanks so much for, making this possible and so generously lending me like almost 2 hours of your life.
What? No, it is a pleasure. I love hanging out, and I love doing art so much. And I haven't met anyone who wanted to do just the art portion yet. So I was like, oh my gosh. And when you were like, yeah, I was like, I didn't think they'd even acknowledge me. I was like, their art is so good. And I was like, I was like,
that is
ooh.
my bread and butter, so we will definitely do it again. I'm literally doing art streams every single time. That's just, that's my default. It's my niche.
I love that. That makes me so
And you'll have to post your work on Twitter too, so I can see it in its full resolution glory.
Oh yes, I will. I promise. I promise I won't let you guys down.
Okay. You promised on stream, so now you have to keep it. We pinky promised, scanned and signed.
Yeah, I'm putting it in my brain. I'm gonna get rid of a couple of things so that way this one actually stays.
You're putting it on the list, right?
No,
putting it on the list.
No, it's more important than the list. This is way more important than the list. That's the thing. I'll probably throw out of my head temporarily, so that way this will be priority.
I get to skip the list. I'm getting VIP treatment, ladies, gentlemen, everything in between. The bouncer is letting me into the club without a cover.
Don't need that ID, man. Moved along. Didn't see nothing.
This is the VIP section. See, the Big Bang mention was all the big picture.
It's the fancy
We're all
champagne
gonna throw
with the
back.
gold flakes in it. Here you go, madam.
Pop the Dom Perignons.
Oh, that's fancy.
Singing me the champagne song. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da.
Get it. Right.
Okay, babe.
Alright, everyone.
You heading off to another collab now?
Yes, everyone. I'm going to be with Vimchan and some other really good VTubers, and I get to actually hang out with them too in a group, and we're gonna play some Uno.
Fuck yeah.
I hope I wreck them. Well. I love Uno.
Either way, someone's getting wrecked.
Oh yeah, no, it's probably gonna be me. I'm gonna be hit with like +4, +4, +4, and I'm gonna have like 30 cards, and I'm gonna be so mad.
No, I have faith in you. Win this for all of us, okay, babe?
I'm gonna do my best, guys.
Well, thanks, y'all, for tuning in. I'm so glad I got to meet your community. They are such pleasant people.
I know. I'm so excited that we got to be here and share them together, too. I like that. I like when everyone likes to talk to both of us. I love it. I love all the interaction.
I know. Indeed. Well, we're just here to serve up some beauty and cutie, kawaii, and poetic arts.
Oh yeah, you saw that? I love that.
Well put, Mickey BB. Well put. Alright, B. I'm gonna let you be so you can get ready for your next collab, but we will do this again.
Say less.
Have a good rest of your day, everyone. Drink water, get sleep, eat food, all of the above. Eat some Funyuns. Finish that bag of Funyuns.
I will. I'm like almost done. I've been snacking on it here and there throughout the stream, but trying not to crunch in the mic.
Oh, no food ASMR today? No crunch ASMR?
I did it for like 3 hours yesterday, to be fair, so they can go to that video and have the crunch.
Did you really?
Yes.
Okay. I will go to that video and hear the crunch. Alright, babe. I'll see you later. I'll see you on the TL.
Bye, my beauty.
Bye.
They're so cute. They make me happy. I'm so glad I got to do this, guys. Oh, this was fantastic. It's so nice and so beautiful. I'm the cutie, but they're the beauty, if you know what I'm saying. I love their personality so much. That made me so happy. What a good day to start out. Besides the specialist crap. But what a good day. Man. And now I get to play some Uno and pwn some noobs. Or more like I'm going to get ruined and pwned. Either way, someone's getting it. Am I right or am I right? Okay. You know what we're going to do? It's my second time doing it, but we're gonna go raid someone. Because, you know, everyone deserves love. And I just figured out how to finally get my butt into work for Twitch and raiding. So we're gonna raid someone. I'm gonna take a look-sees and pixies and take a gander real quick. Because, yeah, love it. Thank you everyone for being here and like seeing this and also supporting Jewel. I love that so much, and they make such good stuff, and they're so cute, and they just and they're high energy, but like Valley Girl vibes, but like in the best way, and so like enriching. Refreshing. Give me that. I love all the stuff we've been doing today, guys, and in general, and like throughout this whole thing. I love it so much. Okay. We're gonna raid someone, and then I'm gonna go and start another stream, okay? I'll be right back in a little bit, but let's raid someone. Let's see. Who am I gonna raid today? What do I want to raid? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see, let me see. Open my channel. Do the raid do. Who we doing? Who we doing? Who we got? What we got? Okay. Ooh. Let's raid Inuga. They're doing Cult of the Lamb, and that game's really fun. We're gonna start it, okay, everyone? We're starting the raid. We're gonna raid. We're gonna raid. We're gonna look at lambs. They're in a cult. I love it. Demonic power. Let's go, boy. And 3, 2, 1. Let's raid. Heck yeah.
Sermon! Oh my goodness, Mickey!